What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the THCtemple. And check this out, man, because this is a question I gotta ask, because this is, an event and a thing, that shook up the culture, the world, all us kids, because you gotta understand, us kids, we're the ones that's coming up in this world, motherfuckers, because, when X died, a lot of people tried to get into the debate of whether he's a legend, whether he's this, or whether he's that. You gotta understand, we're the ones that are setting the trend. We're the ones that's setting the tone. When we're 40, 50, we're the ones that's gonna be 40 and 50, 60 years old. Because if a 60-year-old nigga right now said, oh man, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones were legends, nobody will argue. And why? It's because a whole bunch of 50, 60, 40, even 30 and 20-year-olds agree that those guys are legends. Basically people agree. Well, there's a lot of kids out here that agree that XXX is a fucking legend, and for his own right reasons, and for even just seeing the impact of his death, and how just watching how much everything exploded really after that, and just watching how many kids came out the woodwork saying how much he meant to them. That should let people know, because really, if you ask me, it's all about the impact. It's not really if the motherfucker got a fucking, if he sold 200 million records, or if he changed the world like this. He changed the world because without XXX existing, it's a lot. Because that's one thing, like with Lil Peep died, I didn't know Lil Peep like that. I literally learned about Lil Peep the day before he died. Like, I had heard about him, but that's when I really saw his face and learned about him the day before he died. It was in a meme or some shit, and that's one thing about it, because I remember watching it or looking at the meme, and I was like, oh, that's Lil Peep, that's who he is or what he looks like and all that hoopla. And yeah, the next day he's dead. And like I said, I'm thinking he's just, kind of a smaller act, smaller artist. But you hear kids all over the world talking about how much he means to him. And even still today, you'll see a lot of kids up there like, man, dude, I fucking miss Peep, and he got me through this and got through that. And when I listen to Lil Peep's music, it's for a good reason, because Lil Peep really made like that hardcore punk and just like really gritty shit. Like, I compare it to the shit I used to listen to, like what year was it? Probably like back in 2004, 2005, 2006. You guys know, some of you guys know, early in the morning MTV used to play like music videos and shit, and they'd have like, at that time, I think that's when I Write Sins Not Tragedies and a few songs by the Ramones, like there was a like My Chemical Romance. I'm just saying these things because some of you guys out there like maybe looking at me like, Donald Trump, right? Like, what are you talking about? But when I say those things, like, oh nigga, that's what you talking about. Like when Hips Don't Lie and all them shits were coming out. So there was a lot of like punk rock songs that were really good that were coming out at that time, and that's what Lil Peep really reminds me of. That's really good punk rock. Like punk rock where it sounds like the motherfucker, yeah, really believes the shit he's saying. At one point it got bubblegum and everybody's like, yeah, kill me, I want to die. Just everybody wanted to die. It's like, oh yeah, fuck you, hate your parents. Every 5th grader, 6th grader with black nail polish wanted to die at some point. But he was really, and like I said, I really don't know because I found out about him after he died, but I can almost guarantee, like I said, I would have believed the shit beforehand too if I would have listened to it, before he passed. Like, I would have believed the words that were coming out of his mouth, like, and it's some deep shit, and it's really good, like really catchy music and just really dope. And that's really the same thing with XXX, like. Because when he was here, I wasn't the biggest fan of XXX. He was more so hit or miss with me on the music side. Like Sad and shit like that. Sad, I love Sad. Like, I was fucking, hey, go get, who am I? Like, my girlfriend fucking hated me for that shit because I was fucking just all day. Like, when a song gets stuck in my head, I'm all day, suicide, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So Sad was one, ever since the first time I heard it, a long time ago when it first came out or when they previewed it, whatever. I think I had heard the preview first, so when the thing came out, I was there too, and fucking I love Sad. Sad was one I always went back to. Sad and the Jocelyn Flores, one of those songs. Like, there was like I said, hit or miss with me and X. There's either I love the shit out of it or nah, I can do without. And let me hit this bowl too because it's just been sitting here. Dedicate that one to X. But at the same time, I understood that dude was a true artist. Because like I said, you know, the songs that I didn't like, it's like I say, it's because he's doing a concept that maybe I'm just not that too into. So I know he's doing something, but I'm not rocking with it. And that's they niggas in the fucking studio with guitars and pulling out pianos and all type of shit out the woodwork. And you know, the dude's a true artist where a nigga might record in the corner, like the mic's on the other side of the room, he's recording in the corner over here to get that muffled sound. Like he's doing all types of stuff to mess with his sound. Like, you know, he's a true artist. And you know, especially he's a dude with a checkered past. So, and you know, there's some guys out there had a checkered past. They say fuck all hell, I'm gonna be the gangster motherfucker. But he actually, you know, he started telling kids to write in journals and be better than me. And you know what I'm saying, just giving, because look, the kids are gonna listen to you regardless, you know, especially when they like you. So he was somebody that the kids liked, especially they liked him, you know, coming up because can't keep my dick in my pants and he fighting niggas on the internet, all types of kind of ratchet shit. But as soon as he had the kids, you know, as soon as he had them, you know, he started telling them, you know, real shit, you know, like, and, you know, he had his flaws just like everybody else. He wasn't perfect, you know, he tells some kids probably some fuck shit too, like, oh yeah, when I catch the Migos, I'm gonna knock them out, you know, all types of crazy shit. But at the same time, like I said, kids flawed, man. And then even after that, because like I said, there's some guys who will double down, you know, they say fuck this nigga. I think, you know, a few months after they was talking about I love the Migos and all that, you know, just trying to undo the wrongs. You know, some wrongs you can't undo. It's just life. But like I said, you know, just the effort is one thing. Because look, man, like I said, when you see the impact of all these kids, like, I look at it, Jocelyn Flores right now, 246 million views. Like, they should have 1 billion views at some point. You know, a lot of his just songs, not even the music videos. And that's just a lot of kids around the world. Like I said, that was a lot of kids that'll be 30 and 40, 50, you know, one day. You know what I'm saying? That are corralling around listening to these little peeps and these XXX's and all these songs and all this deep ass music. But at the end of the day, man, I love it. You know, I love the fact that these guys came and did what they did, you know, had the impact that they had, man. Because like I said, you know, it's one of those things, even if I don't love it, seeing all these kids, like, it's like Star Wars. I don't fucking go crazy for Star Wars, but it's seeing people line up down the block and dress up like Darth Vader and, you know, fucking line, like I said, they'll line up a week in advance to get tickets and go hang out with other people. I love the communities that this thing brings. You know, these things bring some dope communities a lot of the times, man, where kids really come together. They all like the same thing. And you know, it's like going to a concert. I went to a Tyler the Creator concert one time, and I met, you know, a few people that watched the channel, and, you know, even, you know, this was back when I had like 5,000 subscribers, you know, real little, whatever. People just walk up to you and be like, hey, man, what's your favorite album, or what's your you know, they'll start a conversation with you. They don't even know you, but it's all based off the fact that we're both here in the same place for the same thing. We obviously like the same shit. Let's, you know what I mean? You know, let's congregate and let's, you know, start a friendship. A lot of people probably started friendships. I could just imagine a lot of kids in school, you know, probably start friendships with people because one dude might have a XXX shirt on, or he's listening to a XXX song, and dude's like, oh man, you listen to XXX? And, you know, it's the start of a beautiful friendship for the rest of the person's life. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Like, I always love the impact of something. Like, even if I don't love it itself, the impact is, you know, something, like I said, that can go on for hundreds of years, 500 years, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's the most beautiful thing about XXX. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you guys out there, you know, if you're big XXX fans, or maybe I might open your eyes to a little something, because that's what I mean. Like, a lot of these artists, I'm not the hugest fans of their art that they make, but it's the impact that their art has. And watching kids, like, there's a lot of artists out there with kids, I don't understand it, but kids are just like, man, dude, I love Rich the Kid, I love this guy, you know, go crazy. And it's kind of, you know, like when I was a kid, and I loved a lot of these people growing up, you know, but it's, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Like I said, it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing to watch these people touch these kids like that, especially when they do it, like I said, in a positive way, when they're telling these kids to follow their dreams, and they're telling these kids to really go hard and grind and hustle to do what they got to do. You know, don't let nobody tell you to fucking take your foot off the brake. You go hard and you gonna get exactly whatever you want. Don't make no excuses. You know, like that's, like I said, I go out with it. Either way, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I love y'all, man. Like I said, drop down in the comments how you feel. You know, if you still crying in the corner, if you still whatever the case is, man. Because like I said, you know, I wasn't the hugest fan in the world, but it affected me big time. You know what I'm saying? Just watching somebody that the kids love that bad, you know, leave away from here, especially in such a tragic way. So let me know down below I love y'all, man, and keep it, keep everything positive, man. The best thing about it is there'll be somebody else that X inspired, that'll come along and kind of take on that. For even if X didn't inspire, X inspired those kids to gravitate to artists like that. So, there you go. Either way, I'm up out of here, man. I love y'all. Peace. Hello.